Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. It's been a while since I've posted, but today we will show you wireless redstone and how to make a wireless ender pearl stasis chamber on Bedrock Edition and Java. So anyway, this is the design. It works by pushing a dog, and so yeah. So over here are the materials. You will need only the ender pearls and the honey for the stasis chamber, but everything else is what you'll need for the wireless redstone. So let's go take all these materials out, and I'll show you how to do everything. So first, we're going to want to make a redstone clock like this. We are going to want to do this by facing each one away from the one that we just placed, like in a clock. You can tell this because of where the line is not. Just like facing towards the redstone, each one, and then place like redstone on the corners of each one. It should be in a square like this, and we want to hit each one twice like that, so that it's set to 3 ticks. And then we're going to take our blocks, and you can place this, you don't need to place it in the air. We're going to place one redstone there, and then we're going to take the piston, and we're going to place the piston right there so that the redstone is connected to that piston. Now let's continue blocking off this place. Just block it off, make a little like hole right here. The piston should be able to push something 1 block that way, like this, and we're going to put a pressure plate where the piston would push you, so that way, you know, it activates the pressure plate every time you get pushed. So now let's go 2 blocks under, just directly under the pressure plate. The pressure plate will have block, and then underneath that block, place redstone. Should be pretty simple, so when we activate that pressure plate, it will activate the redstone. So now we're going to want to get an observer, place it right next, like place it facing the redstone, so every time we activate the redstone, it will also activate the observer, and yeah. So now we are going to want to like kind of make an L shape like this. Like, it doesn't really matter that much, but you're just going to want to get redstone facing out of it. It could just be like an L shape like this, and depending on where you want the wireless redstone to go. Then place 2 repeaters here, put each one on 3 ticks. It should be like 1 away from that one. Just hit it twice, just like on the redstone clock. Then we're going to want to build a 2x6 area platform going away from it, and the first place 2 redstone there. It should be connected to one of the repeaters, and then place 2 redstone there. Keep the middle safe because we are going to put 2 comparators, one facing opposite directions, like both of them facing that way, into the redstone and into the redstone. Then we're going to take it out this way. This way, that's a redstone timer, so we could just like place a redstone torch, and whenever the timer runs out, then the redstone torch will be activated. So that's pretty simple. So now what we're going to want to do is get a wolf and tame it. We can get this any way you want. Just like find a wolf, lead it up here, and put it in. We're going to want to take it. We're going to tame it, and we are going to want to get a lead and a fence now. We are going to want to put the fence directly behind this redstone. It should be like a line from the repeater and redstone that's facing that way, directly behind there. It has to be exactly there. If it is anywhere else, it will not work. So then we're going to lead this dog. We're going to get a lead. We're going to lead it, and place it there. So now it will always be pulled in that way unless it is, sitting on, which then it will stay there, which is how this contraption works. Now what we can do is just activate, we can set up it just a redstone facing into a block, which has a redstone torch connected to that block. And then like anywhere there, you can just have whatever you want the redstone to be. So now what you're going to want is you're going to want to set this redstone clock up. You can do that by just breaking it and then placing it. You're going to want to make sure it's only one at a time, one redstone activated at a time, not two. You can do that by just like, placing it like that. And that should be pretty simple. It should be pushing your dog like that. The dog will stay there if it's sitting, so make it stand now, and it will now push it like that. We are going to want to cover this up. I would cover it up before you do this, so that way the dog stays there. So now we are going to get some glass just so you can see how this works. And so it works pretty simply. Place that there, and you can just see the dog being pushed like that there, and it's pretty cool how it works. It just keeps on pushing. If it sits, and I'll explain that later, it will turn off this redstone, and it will activate the redstone torch, which you can use for whatever redstone you want. But anyway, now we are going to show you how to do the how to make the Ender Pearl Stasis chamber to teleport you home whenever you want. So you are also going to need some water and soul sand for this. But anyway, so just right next to the redstone torch, place piston, and then next to that, just place some blocks. And yeah, so you can just make a square of blocks, put a block underneath, get your soul sand and water, which you will also need for this, and we can take those. The soul sand needs to be leveled with the piston, and the water needs to be above the piston, so like this, sorry, and the honey block should be like one entire block above the piston, like this, you can see, and place the water down, place the honey block on top of it. Then you're going to want to get on top of the honey block, crouch down, and go all the way to the back, and throw it down, looking straight down, and it should just float there. And now you have this redstone signal that will go on repeat, that when the dog sits, which I'll talk about later, the Ender Pearl Stasis chamber will go off, and it will teleport us here. You do need the chunks loaded for this. So for Java Edition, a chunk loader. For Bedrock Edition, just like be near it when you use it. So all we're going to need to do now is we're going to have to come down here. We're going to get some obsidian and a flint and steel to make a nether portal. We're going to make a nether portal right here. It's pretty simple. If you guys don't know how to make a nether portal, then I don't know. Just light it up. And so what will happen was when you enter another dimension, your dog will sit. So like us entering the nether right here, our dog is sitting and the wireless redstone has turned off. And when we enter the overworld again, we will teleport here right away. So this is a pretty cool contraption. I got the idea from Redstone Engineer, so if you want to check out his video, please do. And if you like this video and it helps you out, please like and subscribe. Thank you, and see you in the next one.